Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Germany. Okay. Are you currently living in Japan or visiting?
I'm currently living here.
What made you to come to Japan, live in Japan?
So I actually have some relatives here.
Relatives?
Yeah, Japanese relatives. And so I decided I wanted to kind of take a gap year after school. And so Japan is a very safe country. So that's why my parents allowed me to come here.
Nice, interesting. So there was a few interesting topic you mentioned. One is a gap year, and the second is you have some relatives in Japan. So I want to ask about them. But firstly, you have some relatives in Japan. So are they Japanese?
Yes, so my aunt is Japanese and my uncle is German.
They got international marriage.
Yeah, international marriage.
Okay, so since when did you interact with her?
So actually, when I came here for the first time, so maybe 3 months ago. But before then, I haven't interacted with any Japanese people.
After you came here, you started to interacting with them. So probably, although there were no your relatives back in Germany, but probably you had some information about Japan, right?
Yes.
From them. What kind of information you get, and what kind of things of Japan were you interested in?
So the number one thing I heard about Japan is that it's very safe, organized, and clean. Because for example, the train system, I heard a lot of good things about, and just in general, very organized country.
Okay. So actually coming here, and did you think so?
I think so too. Compared to other countries I've been to, it definitely applies.
Other than you heard from your relatives, what are some image of Japan before coming here?
That the culture here is very rich.
Rich.
Yeah, rich culture.
Culture is rich.
Yeah, so a lot of things from the past have been preserved, and the culture is still very much alive from the past.
And you got more interested in Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Okay. So concretely, what kind of thing were you interested in?
So I think number one thing would be the food.
Food.
Yeah. It's in for example, nowadays anime and manga is really, really famous internationally, so which also makes the food very famous. I think also from my where I'm from, a lot of people are very interested in the Japanese food. So
Because of anime.
yeah, because that kind of spread Japanese culture into the world, I think.
So in the anime, you see some food, and you got interested in their food.
Yes.
Interesting. So what kind of Japanese food?
I think the most famous one is ramen,
Ramen.
of course. But I think my favorite Japanese food is actually maybe sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki. Did you get sukiyaki in Germany or in Japan?
Yeah, in Japan.
In Japan. Okay, so you tried it in Japan first time.
Yes.
How do you describe sukiyaki?
Sukiyaki, very delicious.
Very delicious. One word. Yeah. Other than that, what are some favorite food in Japan?
I also like okonomiyaki very much, and sushi.
Sushi, of course. Of course. Yeah. Did you try those food in Germany too?
Yes, sushi and ramen I've tried in Germany.
Okay. So what are some difference between Japanese one and Germany one?
Difference? The sushi is very, very different. For example, in Germany, the sushi is more with vegetables and not as much with fish. Maybe because I'm from countryside, there's no umi, no ocean. Yeah. So there's also no fish. So the sushi is with avocado, for example. So it's not traditional Japanese, but we still call it sushi. And yeah, here it's completely different.
Yeah. Almost with fish here. What are some food which you found weird or surprised at?
Natto.
Natto?
It's very strange.
Strange. You're not used to?
No, the consistency is a little weird.
Weird. So just now you spoke a word of Japanese, umi. So probably you know some Japanese.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
you are currently studying in school?
Yes, in a language school.
Language school. How long have you been studying Japanese language?
For maybe 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Mhm.
Oh, so after coming here, you started
Yes.
Japanese language. Okay. Okay. What made you to study Japanese language?
I thought like while I'm here in Japan, it would probably best to know the language, also to interact
That's
with
great.
people and become closer to the culture and understand it more. And it has definitely been a big help in doing so.
Yeah, you have very good intention to study language. Okay, so like you just started, right?
Yes.
What was impression of Japanese language?
It's very difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah, especially kanji. Impossible for people.
Kanji.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. For Japanese too, it's difficult. Some people have impression about sound. So what was impression of sound of Japanese language?
When I heard it for the first time, I think it sounds very elegant. Like, yeah, not too aggressive like other languages. Like, I really like the sound. It's comfortable to listen to.
So you mentioned that knowing Japanese language would help you to interact with people in Japan. So did you interact with people here?
Yes, a little bit.
Other than relatives? How do you meet them?
Just in daily life by coincidence. So I do a lot of sightseeing and visit new places. Like, for example, today here in Ueno. And many of them are not fully Japanese, so more like international Japanese people or like returnees. But I still try to talk with them in Japanese.
Okay, in Japanese. Nice. What was like impression people?
Very nice and respectful.
Respectful. So far you have good impression of people there. Nice. So you've been to many places, right? In Japan? No,
Only in Tokyo
only in
for
Tokyo.
now.
But you're visiting some places in Tokyo. What kind of place? Where did you like the most? Could you pick a few places you visit?
I like nature and parks very much. It's also a bit more calm, so I went hiking, like Mitake-san.
Mitake-san.
I really liked it there, and I think Tokyo has many beautiful parks.
Like this park too. Okay. You like exploring nature side.
Yes.
Nice. Did you think that was there more nature than you expected in Tokyo?
Definitely, because it's like such a big city. So I didn't expect there to be so many parks, and the parks are really, really big. So I was kind of surprised by that.
Okay. So far you like Tokyo.
Yes.
So after spending time in Tokyo, did you think you want to explore other prefectures?
Yes, I actually, in January, I'm going to travel more around Japan. So I'm going to Kyoto, Osaka, the big city, of course, and then I'm going all the way down to Hiroshima.
Hiroshima?
Yeah, and I'm stopping in between smaller cities. So
nice. I like Hiroshima, so good choice. I want to ask you about life, general life in Japan. You're not just visiting, but you're currently living. So could you share your impression of life in Tokyo?
yeah, I'm currently a student, so for me it's probably more relaxed, and I have a different experience than probably Japanese people maybe. But so far I think it's very convenient to live here because the trains arrive so frequently, so I don't have to stress about not catching a train or something. Very convenient.
So far you just feel comfortable living in Japan. Okay. So I want to ask a few more. And since this channel is about culture difference, so I want to ask about your country too. And in the beginning of this interview, you mentioned our interesting thing, like you took a gap year. And taking gap year is not common here, but I heard it's very common in Germany.
Yes.
Is it right?
Yeah, I think majority of my friends all take a gap year. And it's very few people that go into university directly, so
You mentioned majority of your friends take gap year, but each of them has different purpose in the gap year.
Yes, I think most people do like social work
Social work.
abroad. So it's very common in Germany to go like, I don't know, to the USA for a year and then,
USA?
for example, and teach something or help people in need.
Teach something like German.
Yeah, for example, or sport.
Oh. And you're studying
Yeah,
in gap year.
I'm studying here.
Okay. So are there other options like doing in gap year other than like social work, studying?
Yeah, some people just travel
Wow.
and take time to travel around the world, or sometimes with friends or partner. And some people use the gap year to work and save some money, so they can live more relaxed during university as a student.
I see. Yeah, it seems very nice system, kind of system to take a gap year.
I think so too. It's like no pressure to start immediately with
Yeah.
university.
I think it's very good. I also wanted to have a gap year in Japan, so probably it's one of the good parts of Germany. But other than that, what kind of thing do you like about Germany?
It's probably because I'm German, but I like that the people are like straightforward. If they want to say something, they just say it and don't try to find a way around it.
Very direct.
Yeah, direct.
Nice. So for our viewers, are there some recommendation of places or some experience in Germany if we go to Germany?
Düsseldorf, for example, has like the biggest amount of Japanese people in Germany. There's like Japantown. Can you say it? Like Japantown. Also many like Japanese supermarkets. So maybe that would be interesting. I'm from like the south, so I could say more about that.
Where are you?
I'm from Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, yes. So I think Heidelberg is really pretty. Heidelberg is a very pretty city. Also Mannheim. It's a bit more old style, German, traditional. And München, of course. Oktoberfest.
Thank you for your recommendation. Lastly, sometimes I ask interviewees if they know some Japanese word, if they speak a little bit Japanese. So probably you know some Japanese.
Yeah.
So could you talk a little bit of Japanese?
Okay. I can try to make introduction.
Yeah.
Maybe. はじめまして、イファです。ドイツから来ました。18歳です。今、日本語を勉強します。
Okay. It's very great. So I hope you will enjoy the rest of the days in Japan. So it was nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.